welcome back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can learn the hardpoint rotations for the new map Rust. So what you want to do is you want to go down to the private match, do a local game, create a local game, choose the map, obviously Rust, because that's the one we're working on. Mode is Hardpoint. Bots, you don't want any bots at all, and then game rules, change the time limit to 15 minutes, score limit, just whack up a load, or 20 minutes, and then under advanced, there's a zone lifetime, we're going to take it down to 30 seconds, it's quite a small map Rust, initial activation delay 20 seconds, that will do. Okay, so let us dive in, and the idea is we're going to do 4 hardpoint rotations. The first 2 we're going to do with the map rotations, and the second 2 we're going to do ahead of the map rotations. If you're new to hardpoint, the way that it worked is the team who has a member or members on the hardpoint start earning points while there's someone on the hardpoint, or people on the hardpoint. It's the same number of points no matter how many people are on the hardpoint. If the hardpoint is contested, so that you have your team and an enemy person on the hardpoint, then nobody gets any points, so you've got to kill them. And then basically every minute the hardpoint changes. So the first one is here. This is called maintenance. Lots of the hardpoints on Rust are very exposed, so you're going to be wanting to be using smoke grenades, and you're probably going to want to be using the trophy system to defend from grenades, and you may even want to consider putting a thermal scope or a night vision scope with thermals on top of your gun so you can see through smoke. They are a bit bugged out though at the moment, some of those scopes. So after maintenance we're going to go to the Derrick over there, the oil Derrick, which is in the corner. Now this is quite unusual, this one, because it's a bit tricky to get to. You can come along here because it's on top of this platform here, and you can get on it that way, or you can climb up here, or you can jump from across here, like so. Now the next one is at, I call it Generator South, which is just over there, so we're going to dive over there in a sec. Because there's actually, the next hardpoint one is actually on the other side of this, and if you have a look at the map, you see we're on the south side, so I call this Generator South. Again, another very open hardpoint. So again, loads of smoke. You're just going to have to be incredibly aware of where the spawns are, but with such a small map, spawns often could be anywhere. So the next one is front gate, which is over there. Let's run over. I suppose this one's a little bit better, that we could post up behind here to defend. But as you can see, that's the edge of the hard point there, so you're kind of in and out of it. I mean, you could stop here, I guess. But again, smoke's going to be your friend. Now, after this one, we go to Generators North, which is just next to the one that we did, but it's on the other side. Again, excuse me, another incredibly exposed hard point. I guess actually this corner is probably the best place to kind of hide. And then after Generators North we're back to the beginning, which is maintenance, which is just over there. So with such a small map you're going to get loads of grenades coming in all the time. People are just going to be lobbing grenades at the hard points. As I say, the people who can probably get a few points on the hard point, I'd imagine hardpoint games on Rust probably aren't going to go to the score limit of 250 points, is it? I think they're going to go to the time limit instead, because people are just going to die on the hardpoint all the time. So after maintenance we're going to go to oil Derrick, which is over there. So a key thing for you winning at hardpoint is to know the rotations, but it's really about getting ahead of the rotation so you can control the spawn points. So for example, when this is the hard point that's coming up, so you know it hasn't activated yet, you want to be over here, sort of in this sort of location, staying safe, so that your teammates are spawning on this side of the map, so you can then swarm the hard point to get it. And similarly, the next one is going to be generators south, which is over there. So you're on the opposite side of the map, so you want to be over there, sort of in this sort of location, so that your teammates are spawning here around you, going onto here. And then we've got, you know, next up is the front gate, which is over here. And I recommend you just run this drill, just keep running it, and you'll pretty much get used to the hardpoint rotations. And then write down the hardpoint rotations. I'll put a link in the description down below with a hard copy that you can look at, a Google Doc that gives you all the hardpoint rotations that are available so far in Modern Warfare. Apart from shipment, I don't bother doing shipment because it's just chaos. It's crazy. So after front gate, we go to generators north, which is on this side. See how open these are, though. People could throw a grenade from over there and it hit us. And then after this hard point, we're going to be going back to the beginning, which would be the maintenance one. And so what we're going to do for the next rotation is we're going to be getting ahead of the hard point. So we're going to be playing the person who is really being the point man for our team and controlling the spawns. That's really what the point man is doing. You're controlling the spawns. You're making sure that your team have the spawn. So if it was going to change, I know this is the one, so I would get here first, and as soon as the we've captured it, with approximately 20 seconds to go, sorry, here we go, with 20 seconds to go, that's when you want to be moving towards the next hard point. So if there's less than 20 seconds to go and you die, don't try and capture the hard point, get this one. So we're getting ready to move on. So the next one is going to be over here. So again, we're just going to get ahead of the hard point. So again, what I would be doing is I would be coming over to like here, so that all my teammates could spawn safely around here, so that then they would be flooding into this area to capture this hard point. And once you've got that spawn and your players are spawning there, your teammates, and they're coming over here, you can go off and do your own thing again. Because the enemy really have to push past you and push into those spawns to dislodge them. So the next spawn, the next hard point is of course the front gate. So again, you tend to try and get around the edge of the map and hide, really. You know, before the hard point arrives, you just want to stay alive. You know, you don't. If you can avoid shooting enemies, avoid it, because your job is not to take out enemies. Your job is to get the spawns popping over on this side, so that as soon as the hard point becomes available, you've got strength in numbers to capture it. Right, so the next one is generators north. So again, I would be working my way around this way, trying to be as subtle as possible. So my teammates started to spawn here, and I would kind of just be keeping an eye on things.
10 seconds, get ready to move.
Coming over to this area, popping a smoke, popping a trophy system. Getting ready, and that sort of depends on the side of the size of the map. On a small map like this, you know, you could go a lot earlier. So we're back round to maintenance now, which is around here. On a bigger map like what we're thinking of, Grasna Raid, or what are the big ones? Anaya Palace. Is that? Do you play Hardpoint on Anaya Palace? Gunrunner, but you know, big maps like that, sometimes it needs to be sort of 30 seconds. So into the final rotation now. So again, so the next hard point is the front gate. So we're gonna get over here early. And remember, I've upped the timer here. Normally the hard points are available for a minute, not 30 seconds, but I'm just doing it so that you don't get bored.
10 seconds, get ready to move.
And remember, after sorry, it's oil Derrick's the Next, I've gone to the wrong place. Oh, am I going to get there first? Right, there we go. So it's oil Derrick, and then we've got generator south is next, which is over there. So let's go. We probably come this way. And so our teammates are spawning. This is a good point actually, because if they're spawning here, they can still flood that hard point, but they're ready to get onto generator south here. Should be kind of here. On Rust General, just watch for people up there. Okay, so now the next one is front gate. So this is where we would then be making our way around the edge, posting up somewhere down here, just guarding the spawn, getting ready to get those, get those points when we first capture it. Because as I say, I think on Rust, hardpoint games are going to be decided with fairly small score totals. And then after front gate, we now go around to generators north, which is just here. I would probably be controlling the spawn over here actually. This is where I would go. And then round to here. And then after this one, we're back round to maintenance. There we go. And then the rotations would start again. So there we go. There are all the hardpoint rotations in the Modern Warfare map that is Rust, maintenance, oil Derrick, generators south, front gate, generators north, and then back here. Hopefully that's been useful. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon.
Location secured.